And now here we are in the web version of Quizlet, and I've logged in with the account that I set up, and I can still see the cards that I was working on in the phone app. So if I go and click on that now, we can see that we've got the same kind of tests, and we can just do exactly the same thing that we were doing on the phone in the web browser, and it will continue to gather statistics about how well we're doing in each of the tests. With the one difference, there's this additional game, which I'll just show you briefly. So it's just another way of testing yourself that works a bit better on a larger screen. If I click on Get Started, I've got the option to study either my starred cards or all of the cards in a particular set, to set a difficulty level here, and we can choose whether we want to answer with a term, a definition, or to get a random mixture of both. And basically the idea is that when you click on Let's Go, you're going to have asteroids coming in from the top of the screen, and these asteroids are going to contain either your terms or definitions. And as they start to come down, you actually need to go and type in your answer into this box before they hit your planet at the bottom. But what I mainly wanted to show you in the Quizlet web interface was how you add new cards into your account, cards that you've created yourself based on your own research. Now we can create folders to organise these, so I've already created a music folder here, and if I was to add a set, I've got the option to add sets that I've previously studied, but I'm actually going to go ahead and create a brand new set. So you can go ahead and just type in the term and the definition here, and that's very similar to what you can do on the phone app, but also we can import from Word, Excel, Google Documents, etc. And if I click on this link, we're going to see this pop up. So what this is suggesting is that we want to go and format some text, either with a tab space in between the term and definition or a comma. It's set to tab at the minute. I'm going to go ahead and change it to comma, and that will show you how it actually wants you to format the text that you import. I find it easy just to do this in Word. So for instance, I've written the term, then a comma, and then the definition. And if I go ahead and copy this text, go back into Quizlet and paste it into this window, we've got the option to go ahead and import this directly into the interface here. We've got a preview of what's going to happen. So if I click on import now, and there we are, we've got all our cards ready to go. You probably want to give this a title now. And remember, unless you go ahead and click on this button, these cards are going to be visible to anyone who has a Quizlet account. If somebody did a search for musical modes, then they would be able to see these cards. But you can change that if you want other people not to be able to see those. Additionally, I can add an annotated diagram. So if I choose an image, perhaps choose this one, I might decide that I want to actually go in and blur out part of this image, because if what I am revising is the Lydian mode, then I might want to have that giveaway hidden. Now if I click on the tick, that will save the image with a blurred out section. And now I could go and click on this dot, add it to this section, and type in Lydian. And if I choose the first entry there, it's actually pulled up the correct definition. And we'll see how this works when we actually test ourselves. Now, if I go down a little bit further, I can also add images. So if I click on the image button here, because I have a term added in, it's actually going to do a web search and find images that relate to the word Ionian. So I'm assuming it's brought this up because it's talking about the Ionian Sea. That's good enough for me. I'm going to click on that, and that will add that image into that particular card. Now, while all these features are available in the free version, it is worth noting that if I was to click on the image button here and choose upload my own image, that is actually a premium feature. So you can only add images on a non-premium account that have come up in the search based on the definition that you've actually added in. Additionally, if I wanted to do something like add in some audio, I could add in a voice recording, but that is also a premium tool. Anyway, we're going to continue now with this set of cards, and we're going to see what happens when we actually test ourselves. So I'm going to try and click on create, but I can see it's actually greyed out, and the reason is Quizlet likes you to add just a few more definitions to the diagram before saving it. So I'm going to add one more here. I'm going to go ahead and blur out this text here. Save that. And then go and add a definition to this section. And again, it's brought up a search term here. If I click on it, I get my definition. And if I click on done, we should now be able to go ahead and create that set. Okay, and of course you can test yourself on your phone or on the web version. We've got my set of cards all saved and set up. And if I click on the test button now, we're going to get a very similar test to the one that we got on the phone, except this time we've got the images that we've added in. We have got sections where we need to type in an answer. We've got multiple choice questions that not only use the flashcards but also use the annotated diagram. So here I have to answer which mode we're talking about, and I've got a feeling that is the Lydian mode, so I'm going to click on that. And you've even got the option to go ahead and print the test if you want a paper version of that as well.